you want to ask questions, or do you want me to just tell the story?
So, how did it feel about a year ago this time? You were going into your senior year. How did it feel to you? What happened your senior year? And how did it work out? And what do you think now?
Well, from the beginning of school, everybody always said, "Oh, you have to go to college. You have to do this. You have to do that," and like they had all these plans for us. And then junior year came, and that's when the counselor started like sending us to presentations on, "Oh, look, you could go to this college. You could go to this college. If you do have good grades, you could go here. Oh, go here." But nobody actually sat down with us and said, "Hey, here are the steps. Here how you get there. Just don't panic. Everything will be okay. Just follow these steps." And then I had the pressure from my family too. They were like, "Oh, go to college, go to college, go to college." But since nobody there went to college, like none of my parents, nobody actually showed me how to go to college. So I felt really helpless because I had like all this weight on my shoulders from people like telling me, "Oh, you could go do big things." But then I'm like, "Okay, but how do I do them? How do I actually like go to college?" And then I went to the event meeting. I remember sitting down and I was watching the presentation, and the video came about a girl who went to Westwood and she got the Obama scholarship. I was at Westwood at that time, and then I was like, "Wow, that could be me." So then I remember they told us about when to get the applications and everything, and I immediately asked my EV teacher, I'm like, "Hey, can I go get it?" She's like, "Yeah, that's fine." I filled out the application, and then they said that I could join the Rice Scholars. I went to the first meeting, and it just felt like so peaceful. Like first when they started with the waiving application, so you could actually submit your application. I did not even know how to like submit my application, and it was just so peaceful. And then I remember I had a friend who goes to Dobson, and then she was like, "Oh, I haven't done this yet. I haven't done this yet." And I'm like, "Oh, I already have, thanks to Rice Scholars." And I like showed her how to do it because of everything Liz and everybody else had showed me how to do it. And then it was just like so at peace knowing that I was like one step ahead from them and that I could actually do something, and when I was like so behind on what I felt like everybody. And then so the first part, getting accepted to ASU, was already there. Now the next part was how to pay for school. And that was a problem because I remember, I don't know what happened with my FAFSA, and it was a big mess. And then I went to my counselor at Westwood who didn't really know how to help at all. And then I literally cried that night, and I was like, wow, like all of this work for nothing, like all this effort that I put for me not even being able to go to college because I can't find the resources to help pay for college. And then it was just a big mess. And then I remember, I'm pretty sure I asked you about it, and then you helped me. You're like, "Oh, it's okay," because my counselor at Westwood had explained this whole thing, and I'm like, "Oh, I passed a deadline," like, you know. And then you explained that it was okay, that it's just like a deadline just so they could have it, and then everything was peaceful. And then every single time you logged in, you like kept keeping track of us, making sure that we were in the right direction, that everything was going to be fine. And it was fine. And then we went to the orientation, and it was like right there, and I felt so close but still not there. And then now a year later, I'm in college, I'm living in my dorm, I'm doing everything that thanks to you I could have. And it's just crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I think about it and I'm like, wow, I'm really in college. I'm really going to be someone in life. And it's just crazy. It's mind blowing.